Good evening, everybody. If you are a woman approaching 40, in your 40s or beyond, you need to think about how your hormones and the hormone changes that our bodies are going through perimenopause and menopause are affecting the exercise that we are doing, that we should be doing, and how the type of exercise we're doing can impact our bodies now that they're going through these changes. My name's Sarah Aspinall and I'm the founder of Breaking Ballet, the unique online ballet fitness program for busy women, and the vast majority of my clients are in that age group. They're approaching 30, they're in their 40s, approaching 40, in their 40s and in their 50s, and I get asked a lot about what type of exercise should I be doing. I'm getting very frustrated because I used to do all this type of exercise in my 20s and 30s, and that all seemed to be fine and I was fit and healthy. The minute I started approaching my 40s, and when I came into my 40s, that exercise just wasn't serving me well anymore, and I don't know what to do. I'm trying everything. I eat healthily, I try to sleep well, but no matter how good I am, no matter what good habits I put in place with my healthy eating and my exercise, I'm not getting the changes, I'm not seeing the results that I want to see at the moment. And that is for a reason. It's because the hormones in the body start to change. So when you're approaching 40, you will start to feel a little bit different. You may start to gain weight around your midsection, or at least find it harder to shift weight that is already around your midsection. So the exercise that you were doing in your 20s and 30s is not necessarily going to serve you well now. The reason that you're starting to gain the weight around your midsection is because the hormones start to change in your body and your metabolism drops. And once your metabolism drops, you need to address that. You need to try to work harder doing the right exercises to lift your metabolism. So how do you do that? You need to start working on building your muscle mass. It's really, really important. If you can work on building your muscle mass, it increases your metabolism, because the metabolism just keeps dropping and dropping as we're getting older and older. So in order to maintain the metabolism, if you had a high metabolism all your life and you didn't really need to do anything, you're one of those very lucky people who didn't need to exercise particularly often, you could eat pretty much anything and you still remain stick thin, you may find that that's changing for you now. So the type of exercise that you once did may not now be working. That's because we need to focus on building muscle mass. Of course, we need to be doing some degree of cardio, because as we approach 40s, 50s, 60s, of course, there's an increased risk of having heart problems. So we do want to maintain a healthy heart. So cardio workouts are important, but we need to be careful with them. So if you're already fairly fit and healthy and you're doing HIIT classes, which are fantastic, or you're a runner, or you row, or you swim, or you cycle, any of those things, they're all really, really good cardio workouts, but we need to be careful the degree to which we're doing cardio workouts, the amount of cardio that we're doing, because if we do too much, or if we haven't got a particularly great fitness level at the moment and we decide to start going to HIIT classes, or we decide we're going to go out and run, then this can actually stress out the body. When our body gets stressed, it releases cortisol, which is the stress hormone in the body. That hormone is directly responsible for retaining weight around your midsection. So if you think that in order to maintain a nice toned body, you need to be going out there and doing, hours of workouts several times a week and sweating and beating your body up, you're actually, if you go and do that, it's going to have a counterproductive effect at this age, because the cortisol levels will lift and you're going to retain the weight around the midsection. So no matter how hard you try, and this is what happens, people try and then they gain weight around the midsection, then they try even harder and the weight won't shift, and then they get very, very frustrated and don't know what to do. Hi, Mandy. So you do need to be cautious, perhaps one cardio workout a week, and then combine that with some muscle building exercises. So resistance training's excellent, body weight training, which is similar, it's just that the resistance you're using is your body weight. Ballet workouts are fantastic. And it's also really important, of course, that we're doing the resistance training not only to increase the muscle mass, but also to protect the bones. Because our bone density starts to decrease as well as our estrogen levels drop. So we need to protect the bones and make sure that we're providing the type of exercise that we need to maintain good bone health. So a combination of some short cardio workouts that don't completely exhaust you. If you feel utterly wiped out after a cardio workout, you're probably doing too much, stressing the body out a little bit too much. And then incorporate some resistance training. It's really important to get a good balance of those two types of workout at this age. The other thing that is really important that a lot of people don't really think about is stretching. And there's a few reasons, well, there's many reasons for stretching, but people often tend to do it quickly before they do a workout or in a cool down and don't spend that long doing it. You don't need to do too much before you go and exercise, because if you stretch off too much, then you can actually you're more predisposed to injuring your body if you've done too much before you exercise. Little bit of stretching beforehand, but you can just incorporate stretch sessions into your exercise regime. This is going to help to strengthen the body as well as increase your range of movement, because if you increase the range of movement when you come to do your strengthening work, the body has a larger range of movement from which to work. So it's able to get more resistance, it's able to work a little bit harder because you've got that range of movement. So those three types of exercise are really, really important to make sure that we're increasing our muscle mass, which does decline, as does our metabolism. If we can increase our muscle mass, we can increase our metabolism. That is going to help to reduce any weight that you're gaining or retaining around your midsection. You then need to have a little think about cardio, not too much because we don't want to raise the cortisol levels, but enough that is going to maintain a healthy heart. Also healthy bones. And then, so the resistance training, the stretching and the cardio combined, but not too much the cardio to stress out the body. If you've got any questions, if you're watching and you've got any questions about this or comments about your particular experience, then please do let me know and I can answer those questions now. Every time I film, I stand like this, and there's a picture here and a picture here, and you never get to see that one. That is a picture of my Nana. So she's pretending to be on point. You can't quite see very clearly there, but actually that's a very, very old picture. It would have been her 103rd birthday this month. Sadly, she did pass away a few years ago. But so that is an old picture. That is her as a child, and it was photographed and someone was actually holding her up. As you can see, she's not balancing on her toes. But I have that there because I absolutely adore the picture. I adore that that's what they did to make it look as though she were on point shoes. She's not even wearing point shoes. It's hilarious. But I have that there because I adore the picture. I absolutely adored my Nana. And because she was a massive inspiration to me. She lived well into her 90s. She was fit and healthy right to the end. And she moved, she exercised, she played tennis. She was a real inspiration to both her daughters. My mum then, had a life of movement, of staying fit. My mum is now into her 70s. She is super, super fit, way bendier than I am. She's hypermobile, which is where I get it from, but she's super bendy. And these women in my lives were a huge inspiration, and still my mother in her 70s, still moving, still going to Pilates, still going to yoga, building strength. She was boxing not so long ago. Maintaining a healthy body, which helps to maintain a healthy mind and to improve your mood. If you're going through perimenopause or the menopause, you know how important that is to lift the mood as well. So find inspiration in your life. If you don't have women in your life like that have been an inspiration to you and continue to be an inspiration to you, I cannot allow my mother, who is now 73, to be fitter than me. I'm about to turn 43. That's one of my inspirations. But find someone like that. If you don't have someone like that, take a look at this page I posted earlier about Ernestine. She is an American lady who just turned 82, and she is one of the fittest, I think, one of the oldest bodybuilders on the planet. She is unbelievable. Go and take a look at that article. She's a huge inspiration, and it just goes to show it is never, ever too late to start working out and getting into the best shape of your life. And I have a lot of people that message me inside my Facebook group. When you join, you have to answer questions. And one of the questions I get asked all the time, I'm 35, am I too old to do ballet workouts? I'm 41, I think I'm just too old to do this. There is absolutely no barrier, certainly no age barrier, to doing ballet workouts and to getting fit. Take a look at that article, which is proof. I turn 43 next month, and I plan on getting stronger and fitter year on year on year, for my own benefit, for my own health, my own mindset, my own mood, my own strength. But also because I'm from a family of women that have done that, and I have a 10-year-old daughter. So hopefully it will continue down the line. Be an inspiration to your children. Don't give up. Please do not give up. Take it one step at a time. If you have arrived in a place where fitness wasn't part of your life previously, it's not something that you've ever really done, that you're familiar with, that you're not quite sure where to go with it, trust in the process. Just start simple. If you are one of those people, you want to kickstart your fitness, then I do have a challenge starting next week, Monday, the 7th of October. And that is called the 7-Day Flat Abs Challenge. It is most certainly focused on the midsection, because I know that is a trouble spot for many, many women of all the ages that I've just described. And all the workouts that are inside that Kickstarter are abdominal workouts. I'm going to teach you how to find your deep core muscles so that you can do ab workouts safely, not just ballet workouts, any workouts, so that you learn how to engage the core properly. And you're going to work during those 7 days on various different abdominal workouts, and you are totally going to see results during that 7 days. And you're going to really, really increase the strength and tone in your tummy. For each of the 7 days, there are also going to be top tips to help you with the subjects that I've just talked about. So if you are one of those ladies who is retaining weight around the midsection, I'm going to be talking about the other things that you can do to incorporate into your lifestyle to really, really help with that. I'll pop the link above for you to sign up. It's £5 to sign up to this Kickstarter. But for that, you get to keep all the workouts. You can download the workouts, you can have them on any of your devices, you can do them when you're not on Wi-Fi, you can travel with them, you can do them whenever you like. They're short 10-minute workouts, they're suitable for any age, any level of fitness, and they are super, super workouts that you can fit into your daily regime. The top tips you can also download and keep. There are worksheets of those that you can work on to really nail your goals, figure out what your goals are and how you can actually achieve them. We're all great at goal setting. Have you ever actually got to your goal? So I'm going to teach you how you do that. So lots of interesting topics next week. So please do come and join us. It's just £5 and you're going to have all the tools that you need to really kickstart your fitness and start working on that trouble spot. £5 for all of that. is really not very much. That's less than 2 coffees a week if you drink coffee. It's going to really change things for you, I promise. And I'm going to be there for the 7 days alongside you, helping you work through that. So let me see, I have some questions. Maria, are there any specific exercise to help reduce the menopausal middle? The midsection I was just talking about, you do need to be incorporating cardio for fat burning. Absolutely you do. Because you can work on abdominal exercises, you can get really strong abdominals. If there is a layer of fat over the top of it, obviously you're not going to see the abdominals. But, you know, it's tricky. There are lots of different tips. Maria, hopefully you'll be joining us next week. I know that you're one of my backstage members, so you will get, you're going to get that Kickstarter added to your library anyway. And if you come and join us, we're going to work through over those 7 days exactly what you need to do, other than the healthy eating and the exercise, to try and work on that menopausal middle. I like that name, menopausal middle. So in terms of specific exercises, you do need to incorporate cardio, and you do need to incorporate abdominal exercises to really start to tone up the midsection, but it does need to be a combination of the two. Mandy, I've been doing spin bike and now have a lower back pain. What exercise would be best? Do you mean what exercise would be best to alleviate your back pain, or as an alternative to spin bike? I would first of all, if you are getting discomfort in your back doing a spin class, I would speak to your instructor. I would ask them to keep a closer eye on you in class to make sure that you are using the correct form. It may be that your form isn't quite right. If you're not engaging your core while you're doing that, and you have a curved spine, you might be putting too much pressure through it. So I would speak to your instructor first and just make sure that they are checking you out when you're doing the class, make sure that you've got the correct form. Back pain otherwise, there's lots of different stretches, Mandy, that you can do to alleviate back pain. A really nice one is lying on your back, hugging your knees into your chest, bringing your nose up to your knees, lying back down, and then carrying both knees over to the side, keeping both shoulder blades down on the floor, carrying your knees over to the side. The higher the knees are up towards your head, the higher up the spine, the rotation. The lower or the further away the knees are from your head, the lower down the spine, the rotation. So for you, if it was lower back, very, very gently, I would keep the knees further away from the head at the side and just relax in that position. So if your legs have gone over to the left, you're going to take your right arm out to the side and relax, and then repeat the other way. So that's a nice exercise to alleviate any discomfort in the lower back. But it may also be that you need to strengthen up the abdominal area as well to support the lower back. Might also be tight glutes if you're cycling. If you have tight glutes, it pulls on the lower back. So some exercises to release off tension in your glutes as well would be a good idea. Pauline, I'm 51 and 2.5 years post-menopause. I was doing HIIT training up until August till I broke my big toe. But at the moment I do yoga and swimming. What exercise is best for cardio and strength? Yeah, so HIIT exercises are great. If you can go back to HIIT, once your toe is better, poor you. I broke my toe, not my big toe, but I did break my toe a few weeks ago, and it is so painful. So I'm sorry to hear that about your toe. HIIT training is good. HIIT training is a really good way to build your cardio. But if you don't want to go back to HIIT, swimming is excellent cardio. It's great for your lung capacity. Cycling is really good. Of course, running is really good, but running can be high impact. It doesn't always suit everybody with knees and lower back. So cycling would be another good alternative. I actually row. I have a rowing machine and I row to get my heart rate up. So that's another good one. And strength, if you do body weight training or you lift some weights, the body weight training is one of the best things to do. Personally, I do a lot of the ballet workouts. They work really well for me because they're low impact, but they work really well. Resistance bands, Oops, I have a random one here. So adding resistance into your workouts. So if you're doing workout classes or you're doing anything at home, you know, my members work with these bands. Adding resistance into your workouts to get the muscles to work a little bit harder is a really, really good idea. So always, you know, trying not to plateau with your workouts, keeping it varied, changing it up 10% when you start to feel something's easy, either 10% increase by 10% your repetitions, increase 10% your weights that you're lifting, add resistance in with a band, or you can decrease the rest period you have in between if you're doing HIIT or something by 10%. So I hope that's helpful, Pauline. Magana, hi, how are you? Will all of it be included in Breaking Ballet membership area, or will I have to pay in addition? So all members, if you are watching, anyone who is a member to Backstage, if you are on a 3-month or a 12-month subscription, then the 7-day flat abs Kickstarter is going to be or has been already automatically added to your library. So if you log in, you will see it there. If you're on a monthly membership, monthly rolling membership, you will have to pay for it, and then it will be added. The difference being, if you pay for it, it's yours to keep forever. If you are a current member, it gets added, but if you leave at any point, it leaves. It doesn't stay with you. So it depends whether you want that to be added to your membership or if you want to buy it and keep it. But for as long as you stay a member, it's yours. Magana, I'll be 40 next year. Will I still be able to see results and maintain his routine of HIIT cardio weights and ballet workouts? Or it means slowing down post 40 a little? No, there's no slowing down, Magana. It only gets better after 40. You don't need to slow down. The only thing I would suggest is, you know, I do talk about in the Kickstarter next week, what happens, for example, with your monthly cycle. So at different times of the month, I mean, you feel different. Some days you feel exhausted, some days you're full of energy, some days you're a bit meh. And I do talk a lot in one of the top tip videos inside the Kickstarter next week about the types of exercises that you should be doing at different types of your monthly cycle. So if you're joining, please make sure you watch that, because if you are super, super exhausted, then doing a HIIT workout is not a good idea. That's not to say never do a HIIT workout. It's just you need to listen to your body and pick your time of the month to do that and adjust. So as you start to get older, Magana, and you're going through perimenopause and menopause, and of course all the symptoms that come with that, then you need to listen to your body. So if during perimenopause and menopause you're having a week where you're feeling very low, you're depleted of energy, you need to do more restorative work, more restorative workouts, so that you're not risking that cortisol level going through the roof. So it is, and of course, you know, there's no one size fits all. We're all different. We will all experience perimenopause differently. Hopefully, if you're fit and healthy now, Magana, which you are, you're working out regularly, then, you know, that is going to help you going through that process anyway. It's going to put you in a better place. Mandy, thank you. You've signed up for next week. Excellent, Mandy. I'm so pleased you're joining us. Magana, no, you don't need to subscribe, but what I would ask you to do is please come along and join the Facebook group for the Kickstarter, because that's where I'm going to be live every day. That's where the live workout will be at the end of the week. That's where I'll be talking to you each day about different things like posture, stretching, all of that, answering any of your questions. So please, if you have signed up, don't forget to come and join the Facebook group. Pauline, that's helpful. Magana, is steady cardio a good idea over HIIT workout? Yeah. It's entirely up to you. HIIT workouts are very popular because it's done and dusted. It's quick. If you're time poor, a HIIT workout is great. You get good results in a short amount of time. If you don't like doing HIIT workouts, then a longer, you know, even walking is great for your body. If you go on a brisk walk, you know, you're going to need to walk further than if you went for a run, but that's good for bone health, it's good for your heart, it's good for your respiratory system, it's good for your mental health. Walking is absolutely fine. So Steady cardio is also good. You just need to make sure that you are lifting the heart rate to get the benefits. Kay is looking forward to next week. Good. I'm so pleased you're joining us, Kay. Magana's going to come and join the Facebook group. Fantastic. Okay. Any more questions? Please let me know. If you're watching this on the replay and you need to ask me anything, ask away. And hopefully I will see you all next week. We start on Monday. So if you're thinking about signing up, please don't wait too long. I don't want you to miss out on the first day. But we're starting Monday. You will get an email that arrives in your inbox at 6 a.m. Monday morning. Once you sign up, you do get access to the Kickstarter. You get access to the welcome page. You get access to the challenge guide that's going to tell you what we're doing every single day so that you can prepare yourself. It's a 10-minute workout every day, and then there's a short top tip video, and then you can choose if you want to work through that PDF worksheet and really nail down your goals and all the other things that we're going to be talking about during the week. So it's not going to take you too long each day, but please do come inside that hub. So when you sign up and you pay your £5, you get access, you get a password, you log in. That's where all the content will be. It's yours to keep, so that's where you log in when you want to do it in a month's time, 2 months' time. You might want to use this as a Kickstarter before the summer holidays, after Christmas when you're feeling a bit sluggish. So it's yours to use anytime you like, with the workouts, with the top tips, just to keep you moving forwards. I really want you to come off the back of this Kickstarter feeling empowered, knowing exactly what you need to do to be consistent with your workouts. And they're very simple steps. They're not complicated, they're not time consuming, but you need to put some effort in and you need to be committed to doing it. But there's also a top tip video on mindset. So that helps with that as well. And most of it's mindset, to be honest, because your body is more than capable at any age of fine-tuning itself and to give you that confidence that you want. Will you be covering eating based on hormone level changes post 40? No, I'm not covering diets on this particular challenge. That is a massive topic. I talk, in rough terms about the types of things that we should and shouldn't be eating, but I don't specifically talk about diets related specifically to hormones. Magana, I can talk to you separately about that. That is something I am working on in the background. But as in terms of this challenge next week, that is not the focus. But that is something that is in the planning, which I'm very, very excited about. Pauline's all signed up. Excellent. All right, ladies, I'm going to let you go now. And as I say, if you've got any questions at all, please do let me know. Click the link, get yourself signed up. It's just £5. It's, just don't have 2 coffees this week and sign up. And you are going to get so much benefit from this. And you get to keep everything. It's not just a one-off. You're done after the 7 days and it's all gone. You get to keep it. You can use this over and over again until you have totally nailed it. And my aim after this challenge is to have you working out for 10 minutes every single day and it not feel like a chore, for it to feel easy, effortless, and I want you to feel good about yourselves. That's the plan. All right, everyone, I will speak to you very soon. Take care. Bye.